Very quick lesson on driving in the dark. A couple of tips how we're driving along. Hope they're going to help you. One of the things I advise is when you're having your driving lessons, somewhere along the line, your instructor will ask you for a nighttime lesson. Take his hands off and take it. Yeah, I would. The amount of experience you're going to get driving in the dark is unbelievable. It's completely different than driving in the daytime. You can't see people approaching the road as you can in the day. And one of the main things you need to remember is you've got to turn on the headlights, because you'll be surprised how many people set off in the first 10 seconds. They forget about the headlights and they remember because they see a car coming towards them. So you need to turn, so once you're about to drive off in the dark, you've got your engine on, you're all set up, turn on your side lights, which is the two dim lights at the front and the two red lights at the back, and then you need to turn on your headlights, which will light up the road in front of you, and the dipped, so that when you're driving ahead it'll show you the road clearly lit up about 30 feet in front of you. People talk about using the headlights and main beam. The main beam one is when you push it forward on your switch, it diverts the dip lights to shine ahead of you, so you can see what's on bends. And you tend to use that when you're in a country road and there's no cars coming towards you and there's no street lights, so you can see what the road's like, where the bends are. But you won't put your main beam on if there's a car coming towards you, because you're going to dazzle them and you're going to get them upset and bibbing at you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stop the camera and switch it round, and I'll just do a little bit of driving and commentate on what sort of things you're going to be looking out for. Okay? So as you can see the road ahead of you. If I turn the light off, it's gone quite dark, so you'll know when your headlights are not on. So there's my headlights on. So I'm just pulling off like normal, checking around, there's nothing around. In the distance you can see headlights. Now when you drive along the road, try not to stare at the headlights in front of you, because it will dazzle you for a second. And go a bit slower than normal, because you can't see where the curb is very well. And you might miss a junction marking because it might be faded, so you can end up going through a junction without looking correctly. So if you don't know the area, go a little bit slower. Make sure that you know what's going on. And like I said in the first part, you could come across someone who's not got the headlights on in the first minute, because it could be they forgot, or they borrowed the partner's car and they're used to their own car with automatic headlights, and they borrow theirs when you've got to switch them on manually, so it suddenly they don't realise. Because at the moment it might look dark on the video, but you've got street lights lighting up ahead of you, so you can see reasonably well. So you can see all the trucks on the left, on the right, sorry, and you can see the junctions coming up in the distance. You can see cars going past, but the faster you go, the harder it is, because things come at you a lot faster. And one of the other things you need to remember is, because you can't see the speed of the cars coming towards you, because when you're driving in the daytime, you can see a car and you can see the side of the road and you can work out how fast they're going, where at night time you can't see the side of the road because it's all dark, so you'll find it harder to judge the speed of traffic coming towards you. So what you would do is you would just be a little bit more cautious, so that you don't take any silly chances. So when you arrive at a junction and you're emerging, you see a car on your right or left, just be a little bit more cautious so you can work out the speed that they are. And if you're not too sure, just wait until they've gone, rather than pull in front of them and find out that you made a mistake. And remember that the other cars have got the same problem as you. The only difference is they've probably got a bit more experience. As a learner, you want to try and get yourself a couple of lessons in the dark, and that'll help you. And one other thing you need to remember is if, say for instance, a bus comes behind you, your mirrors are set up for you. So if a bus is behind you, it's going to be dazzling you. And what I mean by that, I'll just turn right into roundabout. What I mean by that is your centre mirrors set up so that when you're driving along the road, you can check the centre mirror with just a look of your eye, and you can see what's going on behind you. Now, if there's a big bus behind you, its headlights are going to be a little bit higher than the bottom of your car at the back, so the headlights are going to be shining through the car, which means it's going to hit your centre mirror, which is going to hit your eyes. Now, if that happens, underneath the mirror there's a little switch. You can divert it so that it's not reflecting into your eyes. So I'd recommend you have a try of it, find it, ask your instructor about it. That'll certainly stop you from getting eye strain. But once the bus has gone out of the way, flick it back to normal settings so you can see the road behind you clearly. So it's a short video, like I said. I'm just going to park up in a minute so you can see the car coming towards you. You can't work out sometimes what they're up to, so you've got to be a little bit careful. So you've got to be a little bit more cautious than in the daytime, and just watch out for anyone. Or one other thing is, if you're driving along country roads at night time, watch out for obstacles like badgers on the road, or wild animals that's suddenly crossing in front of you. Expect it. If you expect it, it's not going to surprise you. If you do get a chance to go out in the dark, safe driving. If you like the video, click like at the end. Thank you.